Welcome to a very sad, wet, miserable episode of the Scrapking Diaries. But don't worry, your favourite scrap metal presenter is here, King Scrap Harold. And we just wanted to show you an end of an era for Taroni Metals. Today our final Cenoboggan 830 is departing. We have sold it and we have moved on to our new brand, which is Atlas, which if you click back here to an old video, you can see all about the new cranes. The old cranes, the Cenoboggans, were an amazing bit of kit, but we've actually had to move on, upgrade, go with the times, get newer machines. And there she is on her wagon now waiting to go. Very, very sad day for us. Ever since I've worked in the scrapyard, since the last 10 years since I left school, we've used Cenoboggans, so it's quite sad to see them go. No more green machines for Taronis. Look, there's Rich. You alright? You're not getting involved in the episode? It's f***ing useless. By the way, as well, ignore my spot. I'm going to pop in a minute when the camera's off. Because of the weight of the Cenoboggan being over 35 tonne, we've had to get an extra heavy duty lorry to come and collect it. The width is wider, so we've had to take the side cart off, the side railing, and fortunately we never had to take the grab off this one. Paulo, being such an excellent driver, has managed to get it on with the grab in there. Horrible driving the machines. If you've ever driven a crane or anything on or off a lorry, it's horrible. I hate doing it. But no, that is a sad sight. Paulo, you happy it's going? Why? Best crane ever. There were, to be fair. There is absolutely not a single bad word I can say about Cenoboggan machines. They are perfect. I think across the brands like Cenoboggan and Atlas, it'll come down to personal preference. Like some people like Mercedes over BMW, really there's no difference. It's just what people prefer. Paulo just likes any crane that's got a heater and a radio and he doesn't have to get out of because he's lazy. Don't tell him that. Working hard, Paul. Working hard. She served us well, Paul. She served us really well. Now off to another scrapyard in the sky. Probably abroad. Probably in Africa or America or somewhere. I would kiss you, but you are disgustingly oily and dirty. I like my girls dirty. So you're lucky. There's quite a lot going on in the next 2 weeks. Obviously today the Cenoboggan's left us, but it's a very, very big day next week. It's possibly Friday, just waiting for confirmation. We've sold our Lafortschia. It's going abroad, it's going into Europe. We've been paid for it. We've just got to install the new engine this week, so it's up and running. And then transport will be collecting it next Friday, but it's not just a case of a lorry, you can't drive it. We're gonna have to get Birmingham crane hire in to lift it off its platform and load it onto the wagon. So that's a big day. We're gonna need a lot of space. The yard's gonna have to be immaculate. A lot of organisation and prep work have got to go into getting that Lafort ready to be lifted onto the machine. For it to start its journey into Poland, I believe, which is just mental. Brand new, here, Birmingham, we've had it for 4 or 5 years. And it's going to finish its life off working for some blokes in Poland. But once that machine's gone, our yard is completely empty then, and we can really, really focus on getting it prepped for the new one. Sean bibs his horn and smiles a lot, but he's had 17 breaks today. Right, so listen here, Atlas. I know we bigged you up in the last episode, but you have got some big boots to fill. You and your brother have got to work extra hard, especially when this new shear comes. I want more tonnage going through that shear than ever before, and more tonnage than a Cenoboggan could ever put through a shear in its life, and that's all on you guys. So look after us, we'll look after you. Think on.
It's going to be tight getting that out there.
Why? You'd literally get Arctic through there.
Yeah, it's the arm and the elbow.
It's a sad day, Paul. It's a sad day. I lost my crane virginity in a Cenoboggan. An old 821 down the old yard, about half the size of these. And I used to flick it round as if it was like a little go-kart. And I think I ended up putting one of the windows through. I think it was from that day on I was known as Harry the Wrecker. I think. But in the journey of life, you've got to make these mistakes to grow, haven't you, Paul? Paul has made loads of mistakes. Most Friday nights he makes a mistake, but he doesn't come into work the next day. I said life's all about making mistakes and growing from it, and I said that you make a mistake most Friday nights to get drunk and don't come into work.
I'll say that.
I can't even deny it.
I don't deny it.
Andre, just park there, mate. Ruin the camera shot of the machine leaving. No, don't worry, mate. You take your time. It's fine. We're all stood here just to, look at your cab. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friends. I could be the one. I could be the one for you. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Off to another home. Oh, thanks, Paul. Straight in your face.
See my new atlas and drown my sorrows.
Drown your sorrows? What? With Lucasade? But look at the yard now, look how clean it is. We've already started anticipating the cleanup and the extent of what we're gonna have to rejuvenate this side of the yard for the new shears. That one's leaving next week. The new one's arriving in 4-ish. All this side of the yard's gonna have to be resorted, reconcreted, cleaned. So, a lot going on. It's all progress. We're just the #1 scrapyard in the UK. 100% the world as well. I want to be the first scrapyard that's got an exclusive sponsor by Pit Viper. Right, look at my haircut. And then, how are you, Mo? Scrapkings there. How you doing? Nice to see you, man. Straight in.
They showed back inside later.
Have you ever seen something so gorgeous before? No, I don't think so. It's a bit of a burden, being so bloody handsome.
2 weeks later.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're passing off to the stars tonight. We wanna go.
The cameo all day, right? The crane's got here at 8 o'clock this morning to move the La Forte finally. It's going over to Poland.
To do a bit more of that.
I'm going to get into it, Will. I'm going to get into it. It's been a stressful morning. The camera's been here since 8 o'clock as well, but the yard has just been too manic and Will's just been up to semi-retired in the office all morning. The guy who bought it was going to bring a team of mechanics over to take it apart, but they missed their flight. So all of a sudden, the cranes are on £3,500 a day hire. They're leaving at 3 o'clock, it's 1:30 now, and we've had to dismantle everything and get it all ready, which is what the buyer was meant to do. And it's just been a stressful, horrible morning, hasn't it? Well, Richard's been out all morning, right, doing our God knows what, and he's just come back and said, oh lads, do you want me to sort it out? There's only one more cut left to make on the base. So anyway, welcome to episode 73 of season 9. The day that the Fort leaves us, I'm very excited to see the back of it. It's been an absolutely great machine, on to bigger and better things. You excited to see it go, Rich? What? What do you think? What do you think? Hard work. No, so are you excited to see it go? Yes.
Hard work.
Hard work, Luke. And also, you might be wondering why I now look like a bit of a tanned, chunky god. It's because I've just been on holiday for 2 weeks and ate and drank myself silly. So back to it now with the old training, get fit for you guys again. Well, this is the only thing you're here for is to film this happening and you're not doing it. Don't you f***ing knob. Literally, he's turned up for 6 minutes, took the glory. Look, I'm soaking wet, been outside all day. We're usually on nice comfy office and my sausage dogs. Oh, so you can't even fit through that. So fingers crossed now, all of the tack welds that held the machine to the base has been done. Now's the time to find out. You need to do your angles now and get over there and film. There you go. You're very good. How's your face? Squirt himself with a fire extinguisher. Yeah, Steve, the base is still attached. Yeah. He's lifted it up though. It's on the base. All right, we'll have had enough.
You've been here 2 minutes.
Too much stress, man.
Good night, it's only molten metal, so it just snap.
Never snapped. Oh, it's Lee's fault. I'm gonna blame someone.
I really... I'm going out.
I just think I feel 48 hours ago I was sat in Dubai having a nice coffee.
I feel sick as well.
Yeah.
Well, still holding that.
Listen to Stan. That is a very, very, very beautiful sight.
Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Come here. If it weren't through this kid here, we wouldn't have had the machine out. Why he sits in the office playing with himself. All right.
I'm actually struggling for a comeback because I have just been in the office for an hour. But then I've got paperwork to do. What can I do?
What I said to you, I can't read it.
So there we have it. 2017 all the way to 2022. We've had, what? Oh, you want me in the view? So for 5 years the Fort has lasted us. And today is the final day at Taroni's. It's going off to Poland. And it's going to obviously chop up some Polish steel. Some would say it's a really sad day, but it's not. It's time for celebration. It's made space for newer, better, bigger, more powerful machines that can eventually earn us more money and just be the best scrapyard in the world. So it's finally loaded. We're just securing it onto the lorry. I'm sad to see it go. Not really, because it just makes us open up for bigger and better things. Great news though, as that machine leaves today, tomorrow we fly out to Milan, Italy, to go and see the new one in the factory. I'm speechless really, I'm so excited. Can't wait to show you guys the new machine. It's absolutely massive. It's going to take 2 of those cranes, 4 Arctics and like a full week to like put together in the yard. It's just an amazing time for us. But no, we had a nightmare putting that on today. The base was welded to the machine and the mechanics that were due out from Poland today to dismantle it and load it for us apparently took the wrong passport to the airport and missed the flight, so we've had to do it. We were only told at 11 o'clock. Oh, it's just been one of them days. And with our containers being exported and all the tatters, and it's just spinning lots of plates. But no, that is why we are number 1, because we can do it. Smash it all out the park.
I'm